trying not to film too much for the fight tonight because I need storage to film the whole fight, and it's 10 rounds. Hopefully it doesn't last that long. Hopefully, like, he knocks him out way, like, early. I'm gonna say, oh my god, should I make a prediction? I reckon he knocks him out round 6. I don't know why. Anyway, I have no coffee. We have no, like, coffee. What's the word? Oh, it doesn't matter. And all of the coffees in here are decaf. And I'm starting to get a headache because I haven't had a coffee this morning. So I'm gonna go to the shop. I'm just gonna walk to the shop and get some coffee because I know that if I don't have some now, then this headache's gonna stay all day because I am addicted to coffee, I think. I also have to now try and find an outfit that I can wear now because I'm in my pajamas. Because I came back here yesterday in my pajamas and I've only packed for tonight. Like I haven't brought any other clothes with me because I thought, well, I'm only coming back to watch the fight, so there's not really any point bringing more clothes because I'm not going to wear them. Like I probably have clothes here. I do, I don't know. This is the outfit I've managed to find out of what I've got. This black long sleeve top, which I have no idea where it's from, and these jeans, which you can't even see, which are from Tesco, I believe, and this jacket that I already had on. And these are also the only pair of jeans that I think I own at the moment that aren't like massively, not massively, because even the ones that I own aren't low-waisted, but these are like almost sitting on my waist. Anyway, I will show you the jeans. I bought them a while ago, to be fair. I've got a headache and the sun is not helping. I need to put the sunglasses on because I was just walking down the road and my eyes hurt a bit. Like, wish I had brought my sunglasses with me. And then I was like, oh, why's my bag so big? I was like, oh my god, I remember putting something in the front pocket. I just don't know what. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna check anyway because that's where my money is. That was strange. Was that my mum? Wait, I don't know my mum's number plate yet. I don't know. It was my mum. She's already bought coffee. So finding an outfit and all of that was pretty pointless. But I filmed a TikTok, so. Okay, this is why I don't ever try anything new because. Jeez, that scared me. I'm not a fan of the makeup today. I haven't finished it at all. Like I'm still going, but and I know I said I wasn't going to film much before the fight. It's very it's really blushy and not bronzy at all. So I'm thinking a little restart, or unless I can see like a powder bronzer. To be fair, it will stay on. It's just I used a liquid blush under my normal blush, and just see if we can turn the brightness down because then you can actually see the makeup. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. We've restarted, we're going again. We're ready for a new base. I know I look like I've still got some on my nose, and I probably do, but it's fine. We're going again. The eyelashes are definitely there. Why is the brightness so high? Like I feel like you can't even see. Okay, that's too low. Anyway, this is the makeup in natural light. My eyelashes are touching my eyebrows today, apparently. I've done it in a weird order, like getting ready wise. I tried to show you the mascara on my finger and I just went, and you couldn't even see it. My makeup first, before my hair and outfit, which, hold on, okay, the order that I do, which I know is controversial apparently, is hair, makeup, outfit. I haven't done my hair first because my mum was using the straighteners, and should I show you my hair? So, I have blow dried my hair. I washed it and blow dried it, and this is why I need straighteners. This is my curly hair, but I blow dried it so it looks like this. So I'm gonna straighten it, and I'm gonna stop filming because I don't have enough storage. Anyway, this is the makeup. It's my everyday makeup plus mascara, pretty much.
He went, no, he said you can have it.
Oh, come on, bro.
It was a headbutt, it was a headbutt.
Oh, no.
I have just got back from work, and on my drive back I decided that I wanted to do like a little story time of just a few things that have happened in my life, because for whatever reason I feel like a lot of interesting things happen to me. Off the top of my head I can only think of one, but there will be more and I will think of more. One has something to do with this, which I will speak about at some point. I'm not gonna start talking now because I've just got back and I've had my bag on the whole time. What? That's what. Okay. So on the way back, I got Domino's. I would like sit and talk while eating, but I'd much rather just eat and then talk after. So that's what I'm gonna do. What did I get? I got garlic bread. I thought it was cheesy garlic bread, but there's a hair on it. I was gonna say there's cheese on it, but there's also a hair on it. Is that my hair? Surely not. Well, that's nice. Can you see that? You can sort of see. That's also not my hair. Look how short that is. Oh, that could be one of my layers. But anyway, I was going to say there's cheese on my pizza, but no, there's hair on my pizza. It's also not really. It's a garlic bread pizza. So you would think, okay, it's got cheese on it anyway. And then I also am trying to open the box the wrong way. So got some chicken wings because I've been wanting chicken wings for so long, and I had chicken wings when I came back here, but they weren't what I wanted. I wanted McDonald's, yeah, good one. I wanted like Domino's or like made chicken wings from a place, so I bought some, but I just went and picked it up because I was not getting two things delivered. What I'm going to do though is watch some TV while I eat this, and then I'll do a story time after. So I would do like a story time while I do my makeup, but I don't really do my makeup that often, apart from in the morning for college, and I'm not talking to a camera at 7 o'clock in the morning. So what I'm going to do instead is story time while I empty this drawer. Not empty, more just like sort out and put stuff away, because this was the drawer that I just threw everything in when I last unpacked after Christmas. So I'm gonna sort it out while I tell some stories that I have. If I can't think of any, then I'll go on my Snapchat videos and see if I've filmed anything on there. The first story is from tonight, delivering. So I got a house to deliver to. First of all, before I even got to the house, like, my phone wasn't working for whatever reason, like on the actual app. It wasn't working, so like nothing was loading at all. So I was like, right, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this or whatever. So I sort of just tried to follow the route from the map that I had, which, yeah, worked, I guess, but could only get me so far. I tried to turn left at a road that wasn't the right road. I was a road early, and it was really like bumpy, like it was all potholes and everything. But it's fine, like we survived. So I was like, okay, turned around, came out of that road. The road that I wanted to go left into, I turned left and there was a big gate that had like stop signs. I was like, right, I don't know what to do. I need to get to one of these houses that's behind this gate. So I sort of sat there for a bit and I was like, okay, I need to figure out where I'm going. So then I think I restarted my phone and tried to, it also said don't park here, like emergency gates, like don't park here, don't park in front of it, whatever. So I was sort of just sitting there parked in front of these gates that I wasn't really meant to be parking in front of, while I was trying to figure out where I was going. As I'm sitting there, a army patrol vehicle, like van, parks next to me, and I was like, oh my god. By that time I had figured out where I wanted to go, so I pulled out and I went, and then they started going as well. So I was like, oh my god, they're following me, what the hell. I drove past the Vauxhall barracks, and I was like, that's weird, that's where my sat nav's telling me to go. How am I meant to get to that house through there? That's so weird. I go, oh, okay, I can get in through another street. So I was like, that's fine, I'll do that. So I went left at a roundabout, went all the way around for there to be another gate, another big gate. bear in mind, I didn't know places like this existed in life. No one's told me these things, so I didn't know they existed, right? At one point I got out and like I was on that weird bumpy road, and I got out and I started walking down the footpath, which was really small. Not small, it was quite small. Yeah, it was small, it was wet, and it was awful. And I could see the house that I wanted to deliver to, but there was a big fence in front of it, like a... I don't know. If you know what barracks are, then the place where I was trying to deliver to were barracks. But I didn't know that at the time. So I'm like trying to figure out how to get in. And it's like, there's like, I'm going to put a video, actually, this might help. I'll put the video up. I forgot I videoed it on Snapchat. Put the video up of the gate that I was trying to get through, but I wasn't allowed. So basically when I drove all the way around to find another gate, it said deliveries to the main gate on one of the roads. The road that I was on, where it was like, I ended up... I was like, oh my god, I was literally just there. So I went all the way around, stop saying bearing in mind. At this point, I think I'd been driving around for about half an hour-ish. So I drive all the way back round to the main gate where the deliveries are. I get there, I say, hi, I'm delivering. He was like, food? And I said, I don't think so. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Obviously I'm not delivering food if I'm delivering for Amazon. And I was like, I don't think so. Oh, Amazon, obviously. Anyway, and he goes, this is what he said, but it didn't go into my head like this apparently. He said, park your car on the left, come here and get a pass. So I was like, okay, park my car on the left, I get the parcel out, because that's what I thought he said. And he's like, no, put it back and come and get a pass. And I was like, oh. So I put my parcel, he was like, first time? And I was like, yeah, I'm so confused, this is so weird. And then I go up to the guy, he's like, do you have your ID? There was also another person who got there before me, but had to go and get his ID out the car. He was like, have you got your ID? And I was like, yeah, I do actually. So I gave him my ID, and he was like, right, go on there and just get a picture taken. And I was like, oh, look at what I look like. This is awful. Where's the one with the picture on it? Apparently I didn't want to open my eyes properly. Maybe I was mid-blink. It looks like a mugshot. Like, genuinely, how bad is that? I got a vehicle pass. Oh, it's a temporary vehicle pass. And it expires today, so why do I still have this? Oh, this pass is to be returned to the guard room drop box on departure of Vauxhall Barracks. Yeah, I didn't do that. I've still got it. I mean, it's a cute little souvenir, I guess. Oh. Well... I've now got passes, so if you want them, if the Vauxhall Barracks want them back, then they can come and get them from me, but I'm not driving all the way back there, because it was actually quite far away from here. Like, I was there, and because I couldn't figure out how to get in as well, I FaceTimed my mum about 3 times, and she didn't answer. And at that same time, some people came from the footpath, the really small one, and walked past my car, and I'm standing right next to my car, so it's obviously my car, and they're like, oh, perfect place to put a car, da, da, da. And I'm like, shut up. Like, obviously I'm like, I'm trying to find someone, just leave me alone right now. That stressed me out. Not really, but I guess, yeah, I did a little bit, because I was like really behind on all my other deliveries after that. I also tried to find Cara, because I thought, who can help me in this situation? And I was like, Cara can actually be really smart. Cara's actually smart, like, she's actually really good at like problem solving. Like, if I was to call Cara in a situation like that, she would know exactly what to do. But she didn't answer. So there's no point being smart if you won't help me, Cara. So next time, answer my FaceTime, because it's not like you were going to bed, because it was like 8:30 and your phone wasn't on Do Not Disturb. So I don't know why you didn't answer me. But I could have been out of that situation a little bit quicker if Cara answered, because I do believe that she would have helped me a lot. But anyway, that's my story for tonight. I know, like, another story that I have from the first time that I was pulled over. So, I don't know if I can say this. Nah, no one important watches my videos. So I was delivering, and technically I'm not really supposed to deliver. So I'm delivering, just driving, and I noticed it. So basically, oh my god, go back. That whole day, no, even worse. So when was it? It was a Thursday that I was delivering, and I had a sickness bug on like the Monday night, Tuesday morning, like it was like AMs, like 3 in the morning on Tuesday. I was throwing up. I think the last time I was sick was at 3:30. I remember because I went, oh, 3:30. I should remember like the last time I was sick, just in case 3:30 was the last time I was sick. It ended up being the last time I was sick. So, and then I didn't really eat a lot from Tuesday to Thursday because I didn't want to obviously be sick again. Like I didn't eat the whole of Tuesday. I tried to drink coffee because I had a really bad headache, and I know for a fact it was because I didn't have any caffeine that morning, and I need it to survive at this point because I get really bad headaches if I don't have a coffee in the morning, which is quite bad. Like I said that to my dad. I was like, please, can you go and make me a coffee because I've got a headache? And he was like, you're caffeine dependent. No. And I was like, I know, that's why I'm asking for a coffee, because I'm caffeine dependent. Anyway, where was I going with that? It got to Thursday, and I had noticed throughout the day that I wasn't noticing things. Like when, for whatever reason, my brain works like this, I notice little things that some people won't. Like, I need an example. I'll be driving, right? I'll get a quick glance at the person next to me, in the car next to me, and my mum always used to moan at me for not being distracted when I'm driving, but nosy. That's what she say. She said I was a really nosy driver. So I'd be driving and my mum would be next to me, and this was when I was a learner. So my mum was next to me all the time. And I would look over, she'd go, Gemma, stop looking at other people's cars. And I was just like, I would say, yeah, but I just wanted to see like what colour sprinkles they had on that donut. And she'd be like, how do you know they were eating a donut? Like I don't know why I remember that one. It was a woman, she had blonde hair, and she had a donut with pink icing and sprinkles. And I was like, well, I was just looking, seeing what donut she was eating. And she was like, you shouldn't notice small, like little details like that, like, and other things. And I remember I was at home and I wasn't living out of my car, but I didn't want to unpack my stuff, so I left most of it in my car, just to sort of make it easy for when I was gonna leave to come back here. Also, this is the most insignificant detail in the world. This is just one of the times I noticed that my brain wasn't working that day. And what it was, right, is I went inside after going out to my car, and as I'm looking in my car, a car pulls up behind me, and I sort of look, but I don't really properly look. And I get my stuff, go back inside. And my mum goes, oh, is Dilla here? And I was like, well, not unless he drives a white Hyundai, right? And then I went back outside and it ended up being a white Toyota, and it was a learner as well. And for some reason, the fact that I didn't know that it was a Toyota and a learner, I was like, my brain's not working. That's it, my brain's not working at all. So yeah, also I haven't carried on cleaning out this drawer, I'm just talking. Anyway, I'm driving. This is when I'm driving and I'm delivering. So I'm driving, I look at the thing behind me and I'm like, ooh, there's a van or something behind me. I ran out of storage, but I've deleted like a 25-minute video, so hopefully that should be okay for a little bit. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, there's a van behind me, and I remember saying out loud, I went, oh, you're probably going to get a bit annoyed because I need to pull over in a sec to deliver this food. So I'm like driving and I see lights, like police lights, right? So in my head again, I was like, oh, he probably just wants to get past. Pull over, and I go, and he's obviously followed me as I pulled over, and I went, oh, he's pulling me over. I was like, oh, so I've got food next to me that I shouldn't really be delivering, right? So I go, oh, okay, take my seatbelt off, try and get this, it's a bag this big, right? Try and get this past my seats, and I'm like, oh, honestly, I can't be bothered. So I put it back down, and I was sitting there, and I was like, I haven't got my seatbelt on, he's gonna think that I've been driving without my seatbelt on. So I put my seatbelt back on, unroll the window, and he's like, oh, hi, and I'm like, hi, and he goes, and he's trying to look past me, right, to see if anyone's in my passenger seat. And he's trying to look past me, and I'm trying to cover my passenger seat because there's a box of food there. And he goes, oh, is it just you? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, so I've just pulled you over because you seemed a bit distracted on a road back there. I was like, Ray just followed me there to here just to pull me over because I looked a bit distracted. Grow up. Anyway. And I was like, he was like, is there anything that could have distracted you? And I was like, well, I'm following my sat nav, and my phone was like on my steering wheel because my thing broke, the thing that holds it. And he was like, is there anything that could have distracted you? And I was like, well, I'm following my sat nav, so that I guess that. And he was like, oh, okay. He goes, is this your car? And I was like, yeah. He was like, are you insured? And I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, what's your name? And I went, this is when I'm being stupid. Like, I don't know why I'm actually so dumb sometimes. I think I'm more like book smart than I am street smart at this point. He goes, what's your name? And I went, Gemma. And he goes, like, obviously he didn't just want my first name. Why did I just say Gemma? He went, I was like, Doherty. So he was like, okay. And he went to leave and he goes, have you got your driving license on you just before I go? And I was like, yeah. So I gave him my driving license. And because I can't sit in an awkward silence, apparently, is my hair just like, is that curly or just a mess? Probably just a mess. How do I get these bits to be half decent? Because look at this. Okay, that side's not too bad. That side sort of has this just... Anyway, can't sit in an awkward silence. So we're just sitting there and I go, I've never been pulled over before, because I haven't. He goes, oh, there's a first time for everything. And I was like, oh, okay. Not loving this. And then he gave me my driving license and left. That was it. Nothing happened. I was like, and I was so scared afterwards. I was like, so I called my mum. I was like, Mum, I've just been pulled over. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah. Like, what the hell? And then because her phone was about to die and she was at work, she sort of had to hang up. So I was like, well, I didn't get my full story out, so I'm going to have to call someone else. So I called my brother's girlfriend and I was like, I've just been pulled over. Because she used to do that job, basically. But then she stopped because her car just is too juicy. Whereas mine is actually really good for fuel, so I don't mind doing the job. And I actually quite like the job. Believe it or not, I love that job. And the people working there would never think that because I don't look like I love it when I'm there. I actually love that job. That's one of my favourite jobs that I've ever had. And I've only ever had 3 jobs, and that's my favourite one out of them. So I don't really have a lot to compare to, but I do love that job. If I think of more stories, I'll come back, but I mean, I have another one, I guess. I was at home, and my sister's friends were around, right? And my mum was talking about the fact that I had to drive back here, and she was like, oh yeah, you should probably leave soon. And he was like, oh, where to? Like, this is one of my sister's friends. He goes, oh, where to? And she was like, oh, Swindon. And he goes, how's she getting there? And my mum goes, she's driving. And he goes, what? And then he looks at me, he goes, wait, how old are you? And I went, I'm 19. And he goes, no, I thought you were like 14, 15. And I was like, what? Do I look 14? Like, I took that as massively, well, yeah, I took that as an insult. I know I've got a baby face, but I thought I looked a little bit older than 14. Bear in mind, he's 17. I didn't think he was 17, to be fair. I thought he was about 15. But still. And also the day, like the week before, because that was a Sunday, and it was the Sunday before that he came round. I think I had a bit of energy. Like, I had been out the night before, so I don't know why I had energy, but I had a bit of energy. Like, people were around, like the baby was around. I was entertaining the baby a little bit. I had a bit of energy. I was jumping about. Not really jumping about. I fell over. Okay, I was eating my dinner. I was eating my roast, and I started feeling ill, so I sort of just didn't eat anymore. And then I got like a second wave. Like, I decided I still wanted to eat the rest of my roast. Oh no, I didn't. I just wanted to eat the Yorkshire pudding. So then I went to go get some, but I climbed across some of the chairs and slipped. I was like, oh my god, I've literally been slipping all day today. Like, oh my god, I'd literally just slipped loads, which I had been. I'd been slipping, it was the day before. I had been slipping a lot, right? And then, like, there was music playing, so obviously I was dancing to it. I was just like, not like fully dancing, just a little, just something, I was just dancing. And he turns to my sister and goes, Is there something wrong with her? Oh. I was like, that was a noise. I'm just editing this video now, and it's a long one. I'm only 5 minutes in, but I decided like before that I was gonna add getting ready for the fight with the little story time that I did yesterday, and it's gonna be a long one. So, and you probably know that from the time at the beginning of the video, but enjoy. Yeah, I just thought of like another story that I had, but I can't remember what it was. If I remember it again, I'll add it in. But so what I'm doing at the moment is writing down my highlights and lowlights of 2024, which I'm loving. I think like every now and then in a video I might just say them, like things, because then I can also tell the story behind them. So I might just do that now, like just do the ones that I've got. I mean, I don't remember all of them. I might have to write them down first, but I might do that. I don't know if I'll have enough storage to get this all in, so I'm going to try and speak a little bit quickly. This will also show you how boring my life is, to the point where I've written these down, like events that have happened in my life when these aren't really events. Okay, number one, we stole someone's glasses when we were out, sunglasses off their face. So it was me, Lily and Cara, and Lily goes, oh my god, his glasses are so cool. I went, nick them off his face and run. And then she went, no. So we got Cara to do it. So I said, Cara, you've got to take his glasses and run, because someone did that to me last time. So she went, okay, we have to do it and we have to run. So okay, 3, 2, 1, she stole them, we run, we go all the way upstairs. Have I told this story before? I definitely have. Anyway, he was waiting for us outside the bathroom door. And I have told that story before because we were out and I told it straight to my phone, so I do apologise if you've seen that. If you haven't, then moved my whole room about and put a projector up. That's how boring my life is. Stepped on glass. So I had a pink glass straw and I had noticed a little crack on it, but I was like, still going to use it anyway. Something happened and it snapped. One of the glass cups that I have where the lid comes off, I sort of went and it just snapped and it went everywhere. So I was like, I didn't realise it went everywhere. I think I was wearing these socks. I can't remember. I was wearing fluffy socks and, oh no, the ones that I was wearing now has like a hole at the bottom. I didn't realise that a piece had gone flying, so obviously I didn't pick it up. And I was going upstairs and I stepped on it and I was like, oh, that hurt. In my head, I didn't realise it was a piece of glass that had gone in my foot. So I was like, oh well, it's probably gone now. So I'll step back on the foot. Obviously my foot was bleeding. I was like, oh, for God's sake. In that same day, I cut my finger, but I don't remember what I cut it on. I should have written down what I cut it on because it's like quite a bit later. Like I'm just going through these videos now. I don't know what story I have, but I've just found out how I cut my finger and I have got a bit of a blocked nose. I don't know why, but it's just a bit blocked, but it's fine. Oh, I was making a dress into a top, and to cut it, I've got like a cutter. It looks like a pizza cutter sort of thing. And basically what I was doing was, give a little demonstration. Like, so it's round like this, right? I was cleaning it with my finger. Smart, I know. Because there was just like black fluff on it. I was like, oh, I don't know why I've put you so low, because I'm like laying, okay. So I'm like cleaning it and I sort of catch my finger a little bit and I'm like, oh, bit dangerous. It goes round, so when I sort of get caught with it, so imagine like I'm going like this and I get caught with it, so I go round with it, right, instead of just going like that, which is what I was trying to do. And then I was like, oh, caught my finger. I think I cut it like a little bit, but no blood, right? And then I've done it and it cut my finger, like I ended up wearing a plaster. Like there's videos of me and I'm like, this is how I cut my finger, after I just stepped on glass. So that's how I cut my finger. I forgot. I knew it was something stupid. I just forgot what. My nose is so blocked. What? This video is so long already. Oh my god. How? If you're committed to sit through an hour's worth of me talking, well done, because I wouldn't. You might have to speed it up. I was going to say that. You might have to speed it. This might have to be a 2 times video, because the beginning I know is probably long and boring because I speak quite slowly, and then like I start running out of storage, so I start to speed up. But well done. I I can only apologise for my blocked nose. I didn't realise how blocked it was until just now. Mum and her friend came and visited me and we went to a steakhouse. Great one. Failed BTEC. My whole class did, apart from like 4 or 5 people. Went to the gym and spa that's down the road. Stepped on a glass bottle on the way to Aldi, because apparently I love stepping on glass. Oh, I'll put the video. I was filming a video on Snapchat to send to someone, and basically what happened was I stepped out into the road and a car was coming at the same time, but I stepped out into the road onto this piece of glass, so I couldn't just stand there, so I had to run across the road. It was only like, it was tiny, but I ran across the road with this piece of glass in my foot. It touched my foot, I felt it touch my foot, but it didn't bleed, so it's fine. So I just did my food shop. I did my food shop. I didn't even do a food shop. I went to buy grapes because I was at college, right? I ended up going back to college. I was like, oh, I should probably check my foot. So I checked my foot, nothing there. So I was like, oh, that's fine. But I mean, I would have put the video up, and I pulled the glass out of my foot on camera and you can see how far I went in. Went to Bedford to meet the people that I'm going on holiday with. Yeah. I was at Cara's house. We were getting ready to go out and I was trying to find a pair of bottoms to wear. At this point, I hadn't unpacked, so I still had my whole wardrobe in my car. She was like lending me different pairs of trousers to go with whatever top I was gonna wear. Gave me a pair and I went, oh, I think I said, I want to see me in those, or something like that. Oh, I want to try those on, something along those lines. And then Cara goes, I want to see you in those, in like a weird creepy voice, basically. And I wrote that down, and now that's one of the things that we take the mick out of. I want to see you in those. That's on my highlights and lowlights of the year, because my life is really exciting. I can't even read my handwriting. Oh, slipped in front of Cara's Ring doorbell. Yeah, again, exciting. I was going outside to get myself a pair of trousers that I did end up wearing. If Cara will, I'll ask her, see if she'll send me the footage of me slipping, and I will put it in, because I think it's quite funny, so I'll put it in now. You didn't see that. That was so embarrassing. I don't know why I've got this. I've got a brolly in an Australian accent. I've got a brolly. I don't know why. Oh, because we were like, it's raining. And then like, oh no, it's raining. Like, I've got a brolly, because her umbrella was like this big or something like that. I think that's what it was. I've got a brolly. There was a song playing while we were out, and it was, I've got a bed, but I'd rather be in yours, right? And me and Cara just singing it to each other, and some random person next to Cara points straight at me and sings it. And I'm sort of like looking at Cara. Obviously I noticed that he did it, but I wasn't looking at him. And she gave me a weird look as well. She obviously saw it, because he was like, she could see it, and I was like, yeah, put that in my highlights and lowlights. Normally that would go in my highlights and lowlights of just one night, but I thought, yeah, put it in the year, might as well. Danced with a South African. The South African bit doesn't have to come into it, it just makes me remember who it was. So for whatever reason, he was like spinning me around, whatever. He picked me up, spun round and dropped me, right? So I've nearly like fallen over because he's just dropped me. He was like, oh, don't fall over. And I was like, you just dropped me. Like, genuinely spin. First of all, he spun me around. Like, come on, I'm gonna get dizzy. And then just went, and then expected me to stay on my feet. I did, but I sort of had a little bit of a trip, right? That South African and his mate was talking to us, and Cara laughed or fell, and at the same time, so I was wearing a top, just like a boob tube, like it had no straps, right? Just wearing this top, and she accidentally pulled it down. So this top is sitting by my waist, and I'm standing there like this, and I'm like, Cara didn't notice though. No one, not one single person in that place noticed that I didn't have a top on. So I'm standing there like this, and I'm like, right, how do I pick my top up without moving my hands, because they're in a vital place right now. I need to pick my top up. So I'm like, I didn't want to ask Cara for help. She was like distracting these two people. If they knew that my top was down, I was like, no. So I sort of like managed to get it out without anyone noticing. I'm shocked, not one single person noticed. So some random person, this was the day after I went to Bedford, and my friend told me that the people there think, well, someone there said that I was the biggest lesbian she's ever met. So I was like, okay, good for her. And then while I was out, I was just there and someone come up to me and said, "You're not gay, are you gay by any chance?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know." Okay. Didn't know that's what I was giving off, but yeah, no, I'm not, but sorry, no. There was a big fight in the main part of the place that we were in, and my bestie, our bestie, come on Cara, that was out of order. Our bestie, just one of the, what's it called? He just picks up glasses, like the glass collector, saved my life by moving me forward a tiny bit. Like, genuinely, I was standing here, so there's a table here, right, or Cara's here, or a table, I think it was a table, no, the table's here. Whoa, sorry mate, the table's here, Cara's standing here, I'm standing here, right, so, and he just goes and pushes me forward a tiny bit. I was like, do you know what, yeah, you just saved my life. You didn't, but you can think you did. Thanks, bestie. Not that you would watch this, I wouldn't watch this, so. Bevo was there, which was a great time, sort of. Oh, do you reckon my washing's done? Stop, why am I getting distracted? So Bevo walks out after the fight. So no idea if the fight, I don't know what the fight was about, but it didn't look great. Then Bevo comes walking out and Cara goes, "Oh my god, Bevo!" And he turns around and he's like, "Have I told this story?" I probably have. No, I don't think I filmed. I don't think I did. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't think I did. Cara goes, "Oh my god, Bevo," and he's like, "Shh, no, no, no." And then like a couple of people that are sitting at the bar turn around and they're like, "Oh my god, Bevo," and then he left. So I think Cara like baited him out. Like she told everyone he was there. That night we tricked anyone that spoke to us, we tricked them that we were Australian, which was great. Anytime they would come and speak to us, they'd be like, "Hi, what's your name?" And I'd be like, "My name's Gemma." And he'd go, "Where are you from?" And I'd go, "I'm from Burwood, it's in Australia, it's like near the Gold Coast." And then we took people who were from Australia. The only problem with that was, at one point, someone started talking to us who we knew from school. So I nearly started speaking an Australian accent, and then I couldn't be like, I studied in Australia for a couple of years. Like, no, that just wouldn't work. So same with Cara as well. She said she so nearly spoke in an Australian accent. I was like, no, same, because I was in the Australian accent all, like, from, we went to Spoons before and then went out, like I was doing an Australian accent from then, maybe even in the car before. So I was like, okay, this is bad, because this is definitely, I got a sickness bug, which I don't think I've had a sickness bug in a good amount of time, but I got a sickness bug from Amelia the baby and her dad, my brother. So it was awful, which was, I've already said about, really, because I said it in the getting pulled over story, which is another thing on my highlights and lowlights. Oh, my highlights. No, why would I call it that? It could be funny. It could be highlights, lowlights and highlights. Anyway, I don't remember a sickness bug ever being that bad. So I was like sick a fair amount of times. So what would happen was, right, is I was just sitting downstairs with my mum and my brother, and I was like, oh, I feel a bit sick. I was like, I'm gonna get up and go to the toilet. Because I sat for a bit, I wasn't sick. So then I got back, my mum was sitting out there, I was like, oh no, I wasn't sick, it's fine. And then it was like a little bit later, not like too much, like probably like half an hour, and I was like, no, I'm definitely gonna be sick. So then I was sick a few times, like, not getting into the details of that because it's disgusting, obviously. And then I came back out and I felt fine. I was like, I actually feel better now, like I don't feel as sick anymore. And then I was just talking to my brother, like at this point I'm like on opposite sides of the room, because I'm like, I'm not trying to give you this sickness bug, so I'm like on opposite. I was just talking to him and I genuinely did like I was oh, it's so disgusting. I was literally sick in my mouth and I had to run and like throw up in the toilet. And it, like, at some point, whatever it was, he went upstairs, but I stayed downstairs because I didn't want to go upstairs because my sister was in my room, or in our room, and obviously I didn't want to give her a sickness bug as well. So I've stayed downstairs, and I'll be like laying on the cuddle couch watching TV, and like every half an hour, I don't know why, but I would come back, I'd fall asleep, half an hour later I would wake up to go and be sick again, and that just kept happening for like at least, like, it got to like 3:30 like I said, and I stopped being sick. Like, I weirdly took note of it and then stopped being sick. Okay, I'm back. I'm deleting videos. Anyway, it got to a point where my mum and my sister were also both being sick, so I was like, oh, it's fine, I'm just gonna go upstairs. So I went and laid in my mum's bed with her because I was like, I'm not feeling great. I ended up going into my sister's room and finding out if she had a hot water bottle, because I was getting such bad stomach aches, obviously because I've been being sick a lot, and I was getting such bad stomach aches. I was like, oh my god, because she was also awake at that time. It was probably like four-ish, maybe 4 o'clock in the morning, around that time, and I could not sleep because my stomach was like hurting so much. So I went into her room. I was like, please, do you have a hot water bottle, because I'm dying. Oh, actually, I don't think I was laying in my mum's bed at this point. I think I was still downstairs. I was trying to sleep. I was trying to go to sleep, and I didn't want to be next to my sister just in case she was still getting up being sick, because I just wanted to sleep. So I was like, I went up and I was like, I need a hot water bottle because my stomach's hurting so much. So, and I was like, and you might have to come and get it for me later if yours gets bad, because I was like, if you need, just come and get it. So I took it, filled it up, whatever, and I'm like laying downstairs, and my dad wakes up like for the next day. Like, it's 5, it must be 5 o'clock in the morning, because he wakes up around that time, like 5, 6-ish. So he's waking up, making a cup of tea, and I'm like trying to sleep, like I haven't slept properly. So I was like, oh, so I was like, okay, it's fine, I'll just go upstairs. And I went and got in my mum's bed, because obviously he wouldn't want me being around him if I was sick and whatever. So I went and got in my mum's bed with this hot water bottle, and oh, I thought that was low storage. It ended up being 20%. Got this hot water bottle. I'm laying in my mum's bed with her, because I know she was being sick, but I think she had stopped at that point. I was like, can I come and lay in bed? She's like, yeah, sure. So I'm laying in bed, and I'm like so nearly asleep, and my mum's phone rings, and it's my sister saying, please, can I have the hot water bottle, because obviously her stomach was hurting. I was like, yeah, obviously, like, not come and get it, but I think my mum might have taken it to her, I can't remember. And I was like, oh, I was so nearly asleep because I'm in so much pain from my stomach. Like, I was like, oh, I was so nearly asleep. Obviously I gave her the hot water bottle, and I sort of just laid there in pain and hoped for the best. And then, yeah, it wasn't great. Like, I didn't really sleep much. I think I probably slept a lot like the days after. Like, I slept a lot that next day. I felt like I slept loads, but I was still so tired. But that's my highlights and lowlights of, oh, my last one is that Mia came round for a roast today. Someone from college came round for a roast dinner, and it was quite good. Oh, put the video up on the screen, or the picture, either way, put them up, put them on the screen. While I'm here, I finished February today with my Banksy jeans. I've got Monday. I've got Monday in February. I've got January here and February here. So I'll start like filling in. I haven't changed my calendar to March yet because I don't want to. The next one's a house, I think. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I think it's April is the Bart Simpson, like, copying that, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. We'll give it a good go, but I need to go and make sure see if my washing's done and put another lot on. But I've wasted time filming this, so, and I want to get another load of washing in and dry, which is going to take an hour and a half, and it's already like 10 o'clock and I want to be asleep by 11. So maybe I don't think I'll put another one on, actually. I can't be bothered. I'm gonna go and get my coffee cup for the morning, and then I haven't even written about the time that we went out in Ipswich. That was even better. That was so good. I need to write about that. Oh my god, we had people. We were in Ipswich, right? Bearing in mind, we live like not near, but like far enough away that I had to drive like 40 minutes. And this person started following us to our car. He was just talking to Cara. He was going, so what's your name? And she would go, guess, I think. Pretty sure she said guess, but whatever. And he ended up saying it was Cara. So he was like, and when we get married, our kids are going to be called... Right, so then he ends up fully following us to the car. And he was like, oh, is this your car? And I was like, yeah. Oh, I don't know if I said that. We just got our coats out of the car, so it was obviously my car. And he was like, oh, can you drop us home? It was him and 2 other people. He was like, oh, those seats in the back look like they're for us or something like that. And I was like, no. He lived in Felixstowe, which is 20 minutes in the opposite direction to what I wanted to go. And I was like, oh no, I'd rather not. He was like, I'll pay you 20 quid to drop us home. And I was like I was genuinely considering it. He was like, come on, we'll get McDonald's on the way. And I was like, but no, I'm not letting these 3 random people in my car. So he was like, I'll pay you 20 quid. And he was like, you're thinking about it? And I was like, let's not do that. And then some random old man like started talking to them as well. And then oh my God. Spider. If you don't like killing spiders, then that sucks for you. Anyway, it was a sad little... That could have landed on my head. The whole night, okay, there was this person that was just like on top of Cara like for so long, and his mate was like, he wasn't talking to me because his girlfriend was there, like he was just talking like to me sort of thing. Like we had a screaming match over the fact that his mate fell over, and I sort of tried to like stop him, but like I'm only little me, like I'm not catching a guy who's nearly double my height, right? So I'd like sort of tried to catch him. He was like, you didn't even try to catch him. I was like, I actually did, but he would have taken me down with him if I tried any harder. And then as he went away to get a drink, he like went to pretend to fall back, and I've gone like that as if I was gonna catch him. And he goes, oh my God, like you just tried to grab my bum. And I was like, no, I didn't, I was pretending to catch you. And he fully shouted, he was like, oh my God, pedo, like shouting. And I was like, I don't know why you're doing this. And it got to a point where we were in a screaming match, and we're in this screaming match. I didn't even realise that Cara was literally getting like, honest, I don't even know, but I was like, oh my God, like when I noticed, I was like, oh my God. So I like ripped Cara from this man's arms, and we went downstairs. I was like, right, we're going, let's not. And she was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I was like, no, that was rough, right? So that was awful. What else happened? Not a lot. We sort of just danced. We got a picture taken, put that one on the screen as well. And the people you will see, if I have the picture up, the one with the dribble on his top was the one that Cara accidentally kept bumping into like the whole night. That's pretty much it. And he was like, I think he got a little bit annoyed at first, and then she carried on doing it, and he was like trying to like hug her, and I was like, you just stop bumping into him. But Cara can't control herself when we go out, apparently. She just doesn't understand her surroundings. Sorry, Cara. So she just bumps into everyone all the time. Anyone and everyone. They played, oh my God, they played an Eminem song and we missed it. We got downstairs because we were always up like the top because it's like the cheesy songs and we love it. We got downstairs and it was the end of a song. What song was it? Da-na-na-na-na. Without Me. Oh my God, it was the end of Without Me, and I went to Cara. I was like, oh, why does my hair do that? That's not what I said to Cara, but look at that, like come on, be like this side. I went to Cara. I was like basically said, oh my God, can you believe that song just played? She was like, oh my God, what song? I was like, listen, and then she figured it out, but that's all I can say because I'm running out of storage.